We are living in an addiction era where actually people cannot really live their lives without having access to their phone. You see people crossing streets on their phone. You see people during the meetings on their phones. You see students in the classrooms on their phones. I call this the TikTofication era, where they are being emotionally, socially connected to a virtual environment. And this concept has direct impact on our mental health. Hi, I'm Samer Elhajjar, Senior Lecturer of Marketing at the NUS Business School. Today, I'm going to focus on the impact of addiction on mental health. I have the Academic Director of School of Positive Psychology in Singapore, Yana Dawson. Hi, Yana.
Hi, thank you, Samer. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to NUS.
Thank you.
I'm really curious to know more about the impact of social media addiction on mental health. More precisely, what kind of signals can indicate that someone is struggling with social media addiction?
Human beings, we have basic psychological needs as based on self-determination theory. For example, having a sense of being competent.
Yeah.
Competence is really important. So if you're not feeling that competent and confident in your real life, however, in social media, you can curate yourself to look as somebody who's very accomplished and competent. My needs are being met. I don't need to then engage necessarily in the same way in the real world. So it becomes a very attractive space for you.
According to some research, 41% of people are feeling lonely. I mean, I know that we use social media to feel that we are connected to other people, but in reality, we are disconnected to reality and we are disconnected to others.
Unfortunately, a lot of times people are not even conscious. Social media is fulfilling those needs when in fact it's not. So for example, when it comes to your own identity, your social circles will sort of confirm your identity. When people are connected to fake people or people they don't really know in that space, you're not getting the same kind of validation that you would, let's say, from people that you engage with physically. Positive psychology, for example, we know a lot about this concept of positivity resonance, meaning when we're engaging in a conversation, we're actually exchanging vital energy that's so important for our well-being, right? And obviously, through digital connection, you just don't have that.
Talking about identity, we used to build our identity based on experiences, conversations, hobbies, interests, interactions with others. But nowadays, we are seeking approvals from other people through likes, comments, shares.
When we curate our identity on social media, how do you then maintain that in real life? So you might be a completely different person in a real life. And so suddenly you're becoming more, identifying yourself more with this online persona and neglecting the physical persona. I think this becomes a real problem.
That's why people feel that they are under pressure. They are under stress. They have to perform better. 41% of teenagers have claimed that they have poor mental health, and part of it is related to social media addiction.
Through research by Michael Steger, for example, that the more sources of meaning you have in life, the less you are actually attached to how many likes you get, right? So the problem, I think, a lot of it is that we are not allowing our children to explore, to find themselves, to figure out what gives them meaning and purpose.
I call it the hedonic treadmill. It's like moving from a video to another, searching for something. But at the end, you end up finding nothing, right? So how can social media users control their emotions?
First of all, we have to educate our children on emotional intelligence, using strategies where children can identify their sensations, exposing them to different emotions so that they learn to navigate emotions rather than avoidance of negative emotion.
What 3 recommendations you suggest for people who are struggling with social media addiction?
First of all, I would like to say have awareness that you're struggling with social media addiction, right? Step back and look at your life and go, am I achieving my goals? Right? So ask yourself those questions. Spend time training your mind to not have those dopamine hits. So it's worth putting in the effort to train. find things that give you meaning and purpose outside of social media, engage in activities that give you meaning and purpose, and nurture quality relationships with your loved ones.
Thank you so much, Shana. It all starts with awareness. To develop awareness toward the negative impact on social media addiction on our mental health, attention span, and cognitive capabilities.